Ultra-processed foods make up more than half of Americans' diet, and new research is now linking cognitive decline to these types of food. Joining us to discuss this new research, we have Kate Kahles of the Alzheimer's Association Wisconsin chapter. Good morning, Kate.
Good morning.
So, in terms of the research, the study that we're talking about this morning, what were the exact findings of this, Kate?
Yeah, so this research study took place in Brazil and followed about 10,000 people over the course of 8 years. And they looked at what foods they ate and then how their brain health or their cognition was. And they found that people who ate more than 20% of their daily calories from foods that were considered to be ultra processed had a 28% increased risk of cognitive decline over those 8 years.
And in terms of ultra-processed foods, you know, when you walk into a grocery store, you often see them everywhere. What should people be looking out for when they're maybe doing their shopping for their kids, for their family, for themselves?
Yeah, so we want to really be choosing as many foods as possible that are considered to be whole foods. So fruits and vegetables, of course, whole foods. Oftentimes whole grains, things like oatmeal and popcorn and brown rice and those types of foods are a great option as well. The ultra processed foods are foods that have gone through a lot of industrial change and sometimes chemical modifications to produce the food. And so they often have a lot of added sweeteners, a lot of added salt. They rarely resemble the actual food product that was used to make them. And there's a lot of different additives in them, whether it be food dyes, like I said, sweeteners, preservatives that allow them to maintain their shelf-stable product for as long as possible. So looking out for those ultra-processed foods, minimizing them, and then really trying to either purchase whole foods or minimally processed foods. So minimally processed foods could be canned foods that just have salt added or have been fermented or pickled or cured.
Certainly some good notes to keep in mind, especially with the start of the new year.
Absolutely.
Well, Kate, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.